Do you feel like the universe just flipped a switch in your life post-eclipse? What hidden parts of yourself are these changes trying to reveal? You've felt it. After an eclipse, a collective unease seeps into our conversations and nightly thoughts. Eclipses thrust us into a stark awareness of time's relentless march. As these celestial events highlight the fleeting nature of our existence, they stir profound existential anxiety within us all. The first reason you experience this phenomenon of accelerated time stems from the widespread observation that days seem to fly by quicker than in decades past. It's not just a feeling, it's become your reality. Every morning as you sip your coffee, you might already feel behind, with the hours slipping through your fingers like grains of sand. This sensation of fleeting time is no accident. It's the culmination of a high-speed lifestyle that demands rapid responses and instant results. With smartphones constantly buzzing with notifications and work and social obligations stretching the fabric of your daily schedule, time feels condensed. Each minute is packed with more tasks, more decisions, more interactions. As your brain tries to keep up, your perception of time begins to warp, turning what used to be a lazy afternoon into a blink of an eye. Scientific studies give credence to these feelings. Research into Earth's rotational speed suggests that the planet itself might be spinning slightly faster, shaving milliseconds off the day. Though these changes are minuscule and not perceivable in isolation, they add a scientific layer to the psychological experience of accelerated time. This data reflects not just a metaphorical, but a literal acceleration of time, adding to your sense of urgency and haste. The impact on your daily life is tangible and multifaceted. One of the most immediate effects is the challenge of completing routine tasks within the perceived time constraints. You might notice this when trying to finish work assignments, manage household duties, or keep up with personal projects. The day ends, and your to-do list often remains unchecked, not because you've done less, but because the goalposts have moved. You're running a race against a clock that seems determined to outpace you. Moreover, this skewed perception disrupts your natural sleep patterns. Nights become restless endeavors rather than restful pauses. You lie awake, your mind racing over the tasks of the upcoming day or lamenting the incomplete ones from the day that's just sped by. Sleep, which should be a refuge, becomes a battleground where thoughts of insufficient time for necessary rest clash with the reality of the clock's relentless progression. This ongoing battle against time creates a loop of stress and anxiety. Each morning, you wake up feeling as if you're already behind, feeding into a cycle of constant rush and insufficient fulfillment. The societal push for efficiency and productivity amplifies this, setting a standard that feels increasingly unreachable. Understanding the why behind your feelings of accelerated time isn't just about identifying the causes, it's about recognizing their profound impact on your mental health and well-being. This awareness is the first step toward adjusting your approach to daily life, finding strategies to reclaim your time, and perhaps most importantly, learning to live within the moment rather than racing against it. In doing so, you start to challenge the pace imposed upon you by both the modern world and the very rotation of the Earth itself. The second reason this phenomenon grips you so deeply is the profound emotional turmoil and reflections it triggers. After the celestial dance concludes, you are left to confront the emotions and existential musings that such a spectacle stirs within your soul. This turmoil isn't trivial. It reverberates through your every waking moment, challenging your ability to maintain positivity and well-being in these testing times. Each eclipse serves as a stark reminder of the vast, often indifferent universe in which you reside. You might find yourself sitting quietly post-event, feeling a wave of melancholy as you ponder the ephemeral nature of existence, or perhaps a sudden surge of gratitude for the fleeting beauty of life. It's a duality that tugs at the core of your being, compelling you to seek balance in an ever-shifting emotional landscape. In these moments, you might turn to comforting spiritual routines to anchor your swirling thoughts. Perhaps it's meditation that calls to you, where the rhythmic breaths help tether your mind away from the abyss of existential dread. Or maybe it's prayer, a whispered dialogue with a higher power that seems to hold sway over the celestial mechanics above. These practices are not mere habits, they are lifelines that restore a sense of order and purpose to your cosmos, soothing your psyche as you grapple with the weight of cosmic realizations. The eclipse also ignites existential thoughts and concerns, lighting a fire under the age-old questions about life's purpose and direction. Such celestial events, with their awe-inspiring beauty and terrifying might, remind you of your own insignificance in the grand schema of the universe. You're forced to confront the reality that the cosmos does not bend to human angst or aspirations. It moves forward with indifferent precision. This realization can be unsettling, pushing you to ponder deeper life questions that might otherwise lie dormant. What is your place in this vast universe? What marks will you leave on a world that seems both incredibly vast and stiflingly small? These thoughts are not fleeting, they linger, casting long shadows that might darken days or weeks. The eclipse's rarity makes its impact all the more profound, a punctuated moment in your life that seems to encapsulate both the mystery and the mundanity of human existence. It's a cosmic spectacle that paradoxically both diminishes your sense of self-importance and magnifies your desire to find meaning in your own life. In grappling with these heavy cloaks of existential thought, your personal narrative becomes intertwined with the celestial narrative. The sun and moon do not merely cross paths, they also cross yours, prompting a journey into the depths of your emotional and spiritual selves. This encounter, while brief, leaves a lasting imprint, urging you to find your own light even in times of darkness. Understanding the emotional and personal impact of an eclipse thus requires acknowledging its power to disturb as much as it dazzles. It forces you to face the vastness of the universe and the complexities of your inner world simultaneously, presenting a profound challenge, but also offering a unique opportunity for growth and reflection. As you face these celestial-induced emotional landscapes, the journey is as much about exploring the universe as it is about exploring yourself. The third reason this seismic shift impacts you so deeply is that it doesn't merely represent a change, it signifies the shattering of long-held beliefs and the familiar ways of navigating life. Post-eclipse, you find yourself amid a landscape where what was once certain is now questioned, and the ground beneath your feet feels unsettlingly unstable. This disintegration of established norms isn't a silent process. It manifests loudly and viscerally in your daily life. Consider how conversations around you have changed. Topics that were once taboo or settled are now openly debated and re-evaluated. This isn't just evolution, it's a rapid transformation that forces everyone to adapt under pressure, causing significant societal anxiety. You see it in the eyes of your colleagues, the discussions at family dinners, and the buzz on social media, a collective grappling with a new reality that no longer aligns with old maps. The anxiety isn't without cause. It's a natural reaction to rapid changes in worldviews and lifestyles that you are compelled to confront. When foundational aspects of society shift, the effects ripple out, touching everything from individual identities to global politics. The norms that once provided a sense of security and predictability are gone, replaced by a new set of rules that are still being written. This period of transition is fraught with challenges, as you and those around you attempt to find your footing in a world that no longer operates according to the old paradigms. You experience this most acutely in your daily interactions and personal decisions. The career path you once considered safe may now seem perilously outdated. Educational goals and values that were clear are now subjects of intense scrutiny and debate. Even the way you interact with technology reflects this shift. What was once a tool now often feels like a gatekeeper, dictating new norms of communication and information consumption that constantly change at a dizzying pace. In this new world, uncertainty becomes a constant companion. You might find yourself hesitating before decisions that would have been automatic. Each choice carries the weight of greater consequences as you explore this transformed landscape. It's like walking through a maze where the walls rearrange themselves with each step you take. The anxiety that comes from this is not just personal, but a shared societal symptom of a world redefining its boundaries and possibilities. This paradigm shift also demands a re-evaluation of personal and collective values. What matters most in a world that is quickly redefining what is possible and what is necessary? This question haunts your days and nights, pushing you to consider not just what will make you successful, but what will make you fulfilled in a world that looks nothing like it did before. The emotional toll of living through such transformative times can be overwhelming. Yet it also offers a unique opportunity for profound personal growth and societal transformation. By engaging with these challenges, rather than recoiling from them, you play an active role in shaping the new paradigm, rather than being merely subjected to it. This involvement is crucial, for it is not just about adapting to changes, but about contributing to them, ensuring that the new world that emerges is one that reflects the best of human values and capabilities. Understanding these difficulties as manifestations of a paradigm shift allows you to handle them more effectively. It provides a lens through which to view not only the challenges, but also the opportunities that such a transformative period presents. It's about finding stability in the flux, about learning to build on shifting sands, and about you taking an active role in molding the future, a future that you will live in and that will be influenced by the choices you make today. The fourth reason that the phenomenon of an eclipse resonates so profoundly in your life is the way it triggers existential thoughts and concerns, prompting a deep, pervasive reflection across cultures and societies. When you witness the moon obscuring the sun, you're not just observing a rare astronomical event. You are confronted with the raw reality of existence itself. This momentous occasion forces you to face questions about life's purpose and direction, questions that might otherwise simmer quietly in the back of your mind. The eclipse brings these musings to the forefront, casting a shadow that extends far beyond its path. You find yourself part of a broader cultural reflection, a societal pause where countless others share in this contemplation. Suddenly, the questions aren't just yours, but are echoed by millions. What is our place in the universe? Are we truly making the most of our time on this spinning globe? The celestial event becomes a metaphor for the unseen forces that shape our lives, highlighting how little control we actually possess over the grand scheme of things. Moreover, there is a tangible sense of unpreparedness that comes with these reflections. Despite the predictions and signs, both scientific and anecdotal, that an eclipse impends, you feel an acute lack of readiness to face future challenges. This unpreparedness isn't about the eclipse itself, rather it symbolizes the broader existential crises facing humanity. Climate change, political upheavals, technological disruptions, all these loom large, yet the comprehensive response required seems perpetually out of grasp. The eclipse, in its dramatic interruption of day into night, exemplifies how sudden and profound changes can be, and how unready society often is to face them. This cultural moment amplifies not only a reflection on personal and societal scales, but also shifts in the societal pace and future anxieties. You perceive an increased urgency and emergency in everyday life that seems catalyzed by events like the eclipse. Each news cycle, each scientific report, and each election seems to carry with it a heightened sense of crisis. The rush is palpable. Time feels like it is running out for solutions to be found, for courses to be corrected. This perception transforms how you prioritize tasks, engage with others, and plan for the future. The mundane becomes tinged with a sense of urgency, the need to make meaningful connections, to act on climate change, to advocate for justice feels more pressing. You notice it in the bustling streets, the crowded cafes, the frantic pace of online interactions, a society in a rush to achieve, solve, and resolve before it is too late. This societal shift isn't merely about feeling rushed. It's about recognizing a shift in collective human thought. The eclipse serves as a stark reminder of our vulnerabilities and our strengths, urging a re-evaluation of what we value and how we spend our finite time. It challenges you to think deeply about the legacy you wish to leave in a world that feels both ancient and alarmingly new. Handling these cultural and societal reflections requires a nuanced understanding of the interconnectedness of these issues. It demands that you, along with others, engage actively in shaping the narratives that will define the future. It's about building resilience, fostering hope, and enacting change, not just in response to celestial events, but in anticipation of the earthly challenges that lie ahead. The eclipse is thus not just a moment of darkness, it is a catalyst for illumination, revealing the paths that society might take towards a more thoughtful, deliberate, and proactive future. You stand today at the crossroads of time and perception, having navigated the profound shifts that follow an eclipse. These celestial events do more than cast shadows. They illuminate the ongoing challenges that seep into your life, pressing upon both personal and societal well-being. The experiences post-eclipse aren't isolated phenomena. They are a microcosm of the larger existential and temporal anxieties that define our era. The implications of these reflections extend far beyond the moments of the eclipse itself. They stir a sense of urgency and a need for introspection across communities and cultures. You've seen how these events can disrupt daily life, hastening the pace at which you live and redefining what you value most. They challenge you to reconsider how you spend your time, whom you spend it with, and the legacies you choose to create. This isn't just about responding in the moment. It's about anticipating, preparing, and transforming in ways that align more closely with your deepest values and aspirations. Yet, the power to navigate these shifts doesn't just lie in broad societal movements or sweeping policy changes. It starts with you. It starts with your willingness to reflect on these profound questions and to share these reflections. Sharing your story isn't just a way of voicing your experience. It's a powerful avenue for connection, providing solace and solidarity to those who might feel isolated in their struggles. As you move forward, take the time to delve into strategies that can help mitigate the anxiety and existential concerns that these significant events stir up. Whether it's through cultivating mindfulness, engaging in community dialogue, or advocating for systemic changes that address the root causes of societal anxiety, your actions create ripples that extend far beyond the immediate aftermath of any eclipse. Now, as you continue to explore your path under the ever-watchful eyes of the cosmos, remember the shared human experience that binds you to others. Share your story. Let it be a beacon for those who are still finding their way in the dark. By sharing, you not only lighten your own burden, but also illuminate the path for others, crafting narratives that can foster understanding, resilience, and hope in an ever-changing world. This is your call to action, not just to reflect, but to act and inspire.